are here to celebrate greatness for 20 years. Excellence for 20 years.
The other forward for the final time, number 24 on the floor.
Last night was Kobe Bryant, the Mamba, the GOAT of our era. It was his last game. He scored 60 points. What do you guys think about that? And like, what do you think Kobe means to our generation?
Yeah, NBA's rigged.
I'm saying that he from Boston.
For Kobe, I'm the first one to say I'm not a Kobe fan, but I respect the game. Like, I would never disrespect him as a player because you can't disrespect that. But I have my own personal reasons why I don't like him. But you can't top that. Like that's the ultimate way to go out. Like granted, he would rather go out like a championship. But that just shows his character because he always thinking about winning. Like that's all he thought about. He showed us how to be, confident. He showed us how to have heart. Like he never showed weakness. Like even when he was injured, he never showed weakness. Like he tore his Achilles and walked off the court by himself. Like he had no assistance, none of that. That just shows like, how much heart he has. And the NBA today really doesn't have that. Like the players now aren't built like that. It's a select few that had that heart. And he's like the end of that era that had the heart. Like So, salute to him.
Everybody it's still kind of technically our generation, but seeing players that are doing great things now, and I guess you can argue this, and I feel people will argue it forever, but congratulations to Steph Curry, the Golden State Warriors, 73-9. But there's two things I want to say about them in general. Is like one, people respected Kobe so much more that nobody ever really talked about their game that they just won. They just broke a record that's, didn't you say that this is the only second team in history to win 70 games or something like that? That's insane. That's never happened before. But people would have rather it's a game that meant absolutely nothing besides that a man was playing his last couple of minutes ever.
Yeah, we watched the whole Laker game. We
saw Steph hit 2 threes.
Yeah, and then that's it. Then we switched back to the Laker game the whole time. And that was only because Kobe was on the bench at the time when we was watching the Warriors game. And it's just crazy because, one man, it just shows you, how much influence one guy and how much respect one guy can get over an entire team. And a team that they just did something that, some people never thought that record would be topped. Even their coach, who was on the team.
I was gonna say that.
He didn't think it was gonna be topped.
On the other note, Kobe Bryant, the best player of our generation. It was only right that he went out like that. You feel me? Like you could just sense it, like just from the way he started out the game, and he was, he forcing it a little bit. But it's Kobe. That's what he did. And who was gonna tell him he can't take those shots?
He took 50 shots. Yeah, I found out. Yes, that's his career high.
What?
50 shots.
Wait,
that's
how
the
many
most
shots
shots.
did he take when he scored 81?
He didn't take 50.
He didn't take that many.
He didn't even take. His career high was 47, and it was against us in 02 in overtime. In a game that went overtime.
He had like 30.
So this
36
game,
shots in an 81-point game.
Yeah.
He hit mad free throws. He was 18 for 20.
And he hit what, like 8 threes?
Yeah.
And in this game, he took 50 shots in a game that didn't go to overtime. And he only played he played what 42
he
minutes.
played damn near the whole game.
Yeah, he played. I think he missed like 6 minutes.
The second and
He,
I don't know
he
if
was
the
supposed
fourth,
to sit out. He was supposed to sit out the fourth, but he was.
So he basically averaged more than 1 shot per minute on the court, which is ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Especially for a guy that's his age and with all that wear and tear. For him to talk about how much he hurts after every game.
shoulder,
His shoulder, everything.
I know he hurt right now.
His arm probably on the ground.
he probably, after he drank all that champagne after the game was over, he probably took a long ice.
He's still sleeping.
He didn't take no ice bath.
He's still.
His wife last night.
Got him right.
His wife was looking good. Like the homie said.
She got him right.
His wife looked like a baby kale with a lemon drizzle on it.
Yeah. Some dude on Twitter said Kobe White looked like a baby kale with lemon drizzle.
Piece of baby kale with some lemon drizzle.
He was looking like a
But yeah, Kobe Bryant, I think his overall impact, like you could just see last night, it wasn't just basketball players tweeting it. It wasn't You know, it wasn't just his teammates tweeting. Like, he had the entire sports world. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he had actors and actresses. Like, you know, what I mean, like there are people that don't even play the sport that was looking up to him just off of like the way he carried himself. Like, some people called it arrogant, but to me personally, as a basketball player, that was my favorite player. I just felt like he just knew he was the best. He went about his business the right way. He took care of business. You feel me? And like he wasn't. Well, you can call it cocky all you want, but when you know you're the best, you carry yourself like that. I mean, but there's a humble way to do it. But like his overall impact on sports, period, was definitely flourished yesterday. You could definitely see that.
He violated the kid on Twitter, but yeah,
Oh, that little boy who's tight.
Yeah, he wasn't little, but he
Well,
was
he's grown now,
He's grown
but-
now, but when he was little, he violated.
Dude, he got tight because when he was a little boy, Kobe, like he was like Kobe lost some game or whatever, and like they lost a buzzer beater, so Kobe's tight walking through the tunnel. Shaq gave him a pound, Rick Fox, all of them. He go to give Kobe a pound. Kobe's like, "F you, little boy."
He said, "Good game, Kobe."
He was like, "Good game, Kobe." He said, "F you, little boy."
He said he was the biggest Kobe fan ever too. He said that after that day, he burned all his shit.
He said the devil had a team in the NBA. He would root for them over Kobe.
So he beat.
How much he did.
He on his own.
He said Kobe owes him an apology.
It's all about perspective, man. It is what it is.
Nah, that's messed up,
Yeah,
though.
tell him to sleep it off.
He must never lost.
No.
I hate losing. So
Nah, but what I was gonna say, in baseball, everybody that's sponsored by Nike was wearing like
Yeah, the
gold
black
and
gloves.
purple. Yeah.
Oh yeah, everybody
24.
wore black.
Cleats.
Most people wore black and gold. Well, at least if you were a Nike athlete,
Yeah.
so you was wearing black and gold sneakers. Some people had like, actually got sneakers that said 413, 16 on it, Mamba Day, which was really cool. They actually had the thing on Snapchat, like the filter, which was really cool. I just feel like Kobe. I mean, this goes for anybody that does like great things, but being that we're talking about Kobe Bryant, I feel like he just shows you just don't listen to anything that anybody else has to say. Really, think about all the hate that Kobe went through in his career since he started.
Got a
until
commercial
now.
on it now.
Yeah, the commercial on it now. I mean, there's one more way to view this. Like people say that people will hate on you no matter what, whether you're doing something good, doing something bad. My motto for anything is, I've been saying it ever since I saw Straight Outta Compton, but my motto is any publicity is good publicity. If your name is out there, that means you're doing something. Obviously, nobody's talking about you if you're not. But even if it's all negative, if you really feel strong about what it is that you're doing, don't ever let anybody stop you from doing that. And that was Kobe, basically his whole career. And we're just talking about him, like Greg said, that's not his favorite player. He never has been his favorite player, but we can't deny how great Kobe was as a player in the NBA.
Love him, hate him, you still gonna respect him.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the true happiness you said, because like watching the post-game interview last night and stuff like that, he went out the way he wanted to. Like when he got injured, and he thought that was the end of his career. He watched the documentary. He said he thought that was it, and that's not how he wanted to go out. He didn't want to go out on an injury. He wanted to go out, just go out fighting. Like, he went out the way he wanted to. He was like, what, I'm gonna play this last game. I'm gonna play, I'm gonna play my heart out, and then, live with the outcome. He turned out dropped 60. And then certain parts of that game, it didn't look like he was going through things he was going through early in the season. Even at the end of the season, he playing in the first quarter. He got to sit out and go taped up with like heat and pads and ice packs and stuff. Like, he just played through it. He was like, you know what, I'm gonna just give him my all because I can't do this no more. So, and that showed true happiness because you could see he was genuinely happy, like in the interview and stuff. Granted, he probably was, fighting back the emotions of it, but he really was happy. Like he was content with where his life was at that time. So
He found happiness.
he found it.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I think we all can learn from Kobe is, if maybe you want to find happiness, you got to find something you're passionate about, and keep pursuing that passion regardless of what people say or what people think. And whether you succeed to the level you expect yourself to succeed in, going through that process of of following your passion, I think will lead you to true happiness eventually. So, I mean, the guy retired. He played so many years in the NBA, almost as long as I've been alive. So, he took his whole life, basically most of his life, to his passion. So, how could he not be happy in the end? Because he gave so much to the game and he gave so much for something that he loved. That now that it's over, he realized all the work that he put in and everything. He was like, you know what, man, this is the end, but this is fun because, you know, I gave my all, and that's all you can ever ask for.
60 of them.
And I sincerely appreciate it. No words can describe how I feel about you guys. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. God, I love you guys. And I love you guys. And Mamba out.